had been an avid hiker for over a decade, but living in Minnesota, it was far too cold to hike during several months of the year. So when my friend Jen offered to take me on a December hiking trip through the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, I didn't hesitate to accept. We flew into Cancun and rented a Jeep for the 3-hour drive to the bioreserve. The plan was to do a different trail each day, eventually progressing to the longest and toughest. We started our first trail early the next morning. As soon as we left the trailhead, the landscape transformed. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen and very different from where I was used to hiking. It was lush and colorful, almost otherworldly, with dramatic waterfalls and occasionally unnerving animal sounds all around us. We did 7 miles round trip and were excited to plan the next day's adventures. We were getting our bearings and really enjoying our surroundings, so on the 4th day, we decided to get ambitious. A 12-mile hike in, camp overnight, and then hike out the next day. We packed our gear and set off. By early afternoon, we had made great time. We stopped to eat lunch and talk about where to make camp. There was no cell service out there, so we had been relying on a good old-fashioned map and compass to guide the way. I pulled out the compass and noticed the needle acting all strange, pointing in random directions and vibrating in my hand. I thought it was just a glitch, so I shook it, but that didn't help. As we progressed deeper into the rainforest, the compass became increasingly erratic. It started pointing in odd directions, leading us in circles, and even indicating that we were walking the completely opposite direction of where we were supposed to go. Jen and I both started to feel uneasy. She said, maybe it was a disruption in the magnetic field. I nodded, though, to be honest, neither of us really knew what that meant. With the compass rendered pretty much useless, as the sun started to dip, we realized we were officially lost. We set up camp and decided to wait until morning to continue the hike, but things only got worse from there. The compass started glowing with an eerie light. The needle started spinning so fast that it became a blur, almost as if something was trying to possess me. I seriously felt like I was going crazy, so I just closed my eyes and tried to sleep it off. But the compass even infiltrated my dreams. I was hiking in the rainforest with the compass in my hand. It led me to a clearing with these incredibly massive, intricately carved stone structures. An ancient-looking man was there, and he seemed angry with me. He was speaking a strange language that I could somehow understand. He told me that I've trespassed into the realm of a civilization that has an advanced understanding of the natural and spiritual worlds, and I was not welcome. They do not wish me harm, but also do not wish to share their secrets. They will allow me to use the compass device to navigate away safely, but I should never return, and never tell anyone about this. If I even considered going against their wishes, the ancients will know, and I would be cursed to live out eternity trapped between worlds. I jolted awake, collected all our gear, and woke Jen, telling her we had to leave right now. No, we couldn't wait till morning. We had to go now. I know it sounds irrational to let a bad dream affect me like that, but the compass actually started working again, so I figured we should get out while we can. As we made our way back, I was hyper aware that the nocturnal rainforest animals were particularly active, making all sorts of aggressive noises. I couldn't wait to get back home and put all this behind me. That was a year ago. The nightmares haven't stopped. And they're getting worse.